Beats Planet.
Yo, we live, we good to go. Okay. So listen, everybody. Listen, everybody in the chat right now. This is what we doing. Voch says this, okay? First of all, happy to see y'all, okay? Happy you came back. One great big hug. Thank y'all for tuning into us. We're doing the week 2 side of the volume Voch Lombardi merging situation. So just a quick heads up. I see all 82 concurrent viewers live on the Voch Lombardi side, and that's fine because it's all the umbrella of the volume anyway. And then we got 22 concurrent on the volume side. Now, this is what I expected. I expected this, right? because I just know that y'all used to going, from my page. Y'all used to watching from my page. Y'all are just familiar. That's just what home is. But I'm gonna give y'all. It's less than 30 days. I'm gonna give y'all till May. Okay, just to further get everybody acclimated. We're going to be going live on the volume 5 times a week, same time every day, 3 p.m. Now, whether it be a soliloquy, whether it be a pre-recorded joint, whether it be a live stream, we will be doing 5 pieces of content on the volume. So don't just think it was a one-off thing. And look, I just told Will Still, bro. First of all, shouts out to Will Still if you being here. What's good with you, bro?
Yo. I'm good, man. Just grinding. You know me.
I was just telling Will Still, man, if I had 70,000 Joe Sandbergs, bro, Joe just live in both places. Bing is now is he just in
He at the trap and he out in the burbs.
they in both they in both chat boxes. So we got this pulled up. We got the volume live, and we got the Voch Lombardi live, just to let the Voch Lombardi crowd that came through, all 95 of y'all, just to let y'all know, hey, we need y'all to tap in. We need y'all to come through over on the volume side because that's where the new money is. So we need y'all tapped in over there, and then we'll continue to put highlights and the shorter videos, which I'm a big fan of that now. I was just too, I ain't feel like doing it, but the highlights and the shorter videos are gonna full time exist on the Voch Lombardi page, and of course we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with film sessions and all that. All right. But with that being said, though, just a little bit of the rundown today. First of all, hit like and follow everything and put on all the bells so you know when we're notified. Follow all social media platforms, Voch Lombardi and Skywalker Steel. I see you blow it on your name. I don't.
I did that shit on purpose this time.
I hate it. Dylan Salinas dropped a deuce in the super chat. Says the magnificent mouthpiece and a prolific producer. Shouts out to you, sir. Appreciate you for holding it down on the volume. So that was a volume super chat. So I need all y'all over there. It's the volume on YouTube page. It's the volume on YouTube. Go over there, check that out. Voch is live right now, and y'all got till May to get that done. Last week. I was tapped on the shoulder. Will Still, a couple other people tapped me on the shoulder. Said, "Hey man, Schrager put out a little mock draft that's worth looking at." Now I like a good laugh. You know what I mean? I like a good laugh, but there's still going to be some objective analysis. We're still going to be fair to whatever the mock draft is, and I just want to look at it, analyze it, break down, and if it's time to tell jokes, we'll tell some jokes. Starting next year, we have most of my ranking graphics done or whatever. So at some point next week, we're just going to be breaking those down and talking about them, just why I have certain players ranked in certain places. You can go on my Instagram page. They're all nice and neat there because I don't do a whole bunch of posting on Instagram. You can check my Twitter. You can check the Volumes Twitter and the Volumes Instagram. You can find my rankings everywhere. And plus I've been retweeting them all week. So we'll definitely be tuning into that. We have mock draft version 1 point only coming soon. I'm working on that. I don't do just a whole bunch of mocks.
Is this gonna be a live or is this gonna be a video?
Wait,
you gotta decide.
We'll discuss it. We'll discuss.
Okay.
we'll talk about it. But that's on the way. My top 50 board is on the way, and we're going to be working on incorporating different members from the Dallas Cowboys community into the volume page. Just doing some regular work on the volume with those guys. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Stephen White says switched over here. Appreciate you. Might as well, since we're doing that, let me just drop the link to the volume page over on my YouTube page. There y'all go. If y'all in the YouTube page, it'll just be amazing if y'all could just join, or just be like Joe Sandberg and watch them both. Who cares? Whatever. So Will, you ready to run this mock draft to make fun of it or whatever we're gonna do to it today?
Yes, sir. You got the first 8 picks up?
I do not. Did you send them to me or is it on
No,
my
no. I could pull it up right now if you'd like.
Go ahead. Pull it up. I think our latency
Let's
may be a little different. I went a little long on the live stream on the what's the name, but let me know. Actually, I got one call. I just want to see who it is. You can leave that up there, Will.
I'll leave it up.
I just got one call. I just want to see who this is. 505, who this?
Hey, this is 505 Sublime, new caller.
Brand new caller. Okay, I thought you was that person on Twitter that wanted a little bit of smoke, but we'll listen to you. What's up, Sublime? Quickly, what you got for the show?
Hey, so my big thing is this year I just do not want the Cowboys to make me flip over the goddamn beer pong table again at the draft party. No more porcelain Vanderglass taking a linebacker with a neck injury. No more tacos. Just make a good pick.
So
you like playing little games. I'll play a little game with you, Voch. You can go round by round. All right. So what players at position 24 by position do you think they cannot pass up? Like, you just go off the top. Wide receiver. To me, the only one they can't pass up.
I thought you was gonna let me answer, dog. Look,
right?
I've had 5 responses because I was about to hit you with, okay, well, I guess you ain't broke no furniture in about 4 years, so that's good news. And then you asked me a question and you answered it and you did it again. I'm like, sir, when is it my turn?
I'm sorry. I've got this already ready to go. But what I'm saying is,
but you asked me.
You go to me.
Okay, go ahead.
It's wide receiver Garrett Wilson. You tell me who you got that you cannot pass up at 24.
I don't know. Maybe it's Garrett Wilson. You went first. I don't know.
Okay, so we know right now,
right,
for the Cowboys,
right,
quarterback and running back,
right,
tight end, and no one in the first round.
What about offensive line? What you think about offensive line? Who is your can't miss offensive line guy for round 1?
Okay, for us, of course you can't pass up on Iquanu, Neal, or Cross.
That's my answer too, but you took it. You went first. That's my answer too, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. We got the same answers, bro.
Okay, now you slide on to guard.
Right.
To me, now I put Green there, but with a question mark because I don't think I don't care. You absolutely can't pass up.
Right.
If he falls to you, there's other players that you might want to go for.
Yeah.
Sinner, Linderbaum, same thing. Question mark.
He's
the only one I would take in the first round, but
sure.
Depending on who else is there, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Whatever happens at 24, I'm sure we're gonna be ready for. Some of your offensive linemen that you named earlier, them dudes, top 10 dudes. So to answer your question quickly, so we get into this mock, just to answer your question. Yeah, if there's anybody in one of them top picks, we gonna take them dudes and boogie. But hey, man. Great call, bro. Fantastic, man. Appreciate you. Will, still, let me ask you something, bro. Who would be your favorite player to take at 24? But let me answer first. But let me answer first. Before you... All right, man. I need to grow up. I'm childish, man. Let me just cut this off, bro. All right, pull the mic back up. Let's run it.
I got you.
Alex, hate the phones. I feel you, Alex, but this is my show.
Perfect.
All right, let me get that out of the way. Let's do this. Peter Schrager. Look, Peter Schrager. If I roast you, bro, it's all in the love of just your mock. But if I like your mock, I'm gonna tell you I like your mock. Chat, if y'all have seen this already, we're not doing spoilers, but just on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do y'all anticipate I'm gonna hate this mock? Let me take some water.
Well, right now I got picks 1 through 8 up. He broke it down into 4 different categories. So
For sure. Aiden Hutchinson at 1.
mhm.
Don't hate it. Thibodeau at 2. Sure, it could happen. Evan Neal being the first offensive lineman off the board, and I don't see Akeem nowhere in this top 8, so that's already interesting.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner at 4. Hey, if y'all think that he's better than Stingley, if you think he's one of the best players in this draft, I've heard that. Hey, do your thing. If you the Jets passing up on some offensive line, I'm assuming they're gonna try to do that at 10. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's Akeem.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
What was I looking at? Okay, cool. Akeem and Travon Walker at 5 and 7. Now, I said on my show one time, Will, still, it'll be fire if they just double up at offensive line. Like, if they just said,
They
hey, man, we just going to fix all this. Like, if you have the opportunity to get Akeem and, like, Charles Cross right here, man, bro, just take both of them. Just take both of them dudes and just,
I mean, Brian DeBall is the head coach now, offensive guy. He's trying to save Daniel Jones' career, right? Best way to do that is keep him upright.
Also, too, I kind of like the approach what Miami is doing with Tua. They're like, hey, bro, we got all this for you. Mm-hmm. If you can't do it, then we know. You know what I mean? So in my mind, if you fix the offensive line, you address wide receiver at some point, you got plenty picks to do it. Like if the Giants walk away with Akeem, Charles Cross, and like George Pickens or something, boy, I'm gonna hate dealing with the Giants. But they got Travon Walker instead, in which I don't hate that. Jermaine Johnson at 8.
You want to go to the 9th pick now?
Hold on, wait. Sorry.
Oh,
hey, Jermaine Johnson at 8. Do you think? Go ahead, Will. Still go ahead.
Hey, dog. A lot of people are high on him inside the NFL. They are.
If I'm the Falcons and I lost Julio Jones, Kyle Pitts exists, and Calvin just got in jail. He died in jail. He just got in trouble for like gambling. Not in jail. He got in trouble. Jail. Yeah, he got in league jail. Yeah. I would imagine that they would have gone receiver there. But hey, Jermaine's fine. Charles Cross at 9, so it comes off the board immediately. And something that's interesting about these mocks too is we have no idea when the first quarterback is going to go. So it makes sense to just mock. Oh, we're Seahawks. We're not going quarterback, but bro, 9 times out of 10, dog, somebody gonna be nabbing quarterback in that top 10.
Could Seattle be trying to do right the wrong of Russell Wilson, where they didn't protect him as much? Get your protector now, and next year grab your quarterback.
Well, see, Voch is a fan of building the house. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would rather build the house first and then bring in a quarterback. And sure, if they want to go that direction, if they want to go offensive line and just, but this is my whole thing though. Like they have run game, they have 3 receivers that I like. Their defense played well. So in my mind, I think this is time to bring in your young quarterback, and then you can address offensive line throughout the draft. That's just my personal opinion. Jameson Williams at 10. That's why receiver number 1 off the ACL. All right. Kyle Hamilton to the Washington Football Wizards. In case you're new here, we don't call them Commanders. They are still the people. They're still the Washington Football people, Washington Football character, Wizards, whatever.
Washington Football politicians. That's what they are.
Sure. So, Will, still, you like Kyle Hamilton. Do you like him at 11?
For Washington, yeah. They just lost Landon Collins, And I hate to use the former first-round guy they got in Sean Taylor. But they've been looking for a steady safety for a while. They thought they had it in Collins, but they cut him. I like it. You know me. I'm high on Hamilton.
You like Hamilton. I just personally don't think Hamilton bridges much of a gap between Washington and Dallas, but that's just my own business. Nobody got to even listen to me. Stingley went 12, which is some crazy value, but
I think Washington could go there, and I think that would have been a good pick too.
I think at some point we have to start looking at these teams like, okay, where would Jordan Davis go? Right? Just looking like, okay, so I think I see him falling. We at 16 and I ain't seen him. So the Vikings is definitely one. The Eagles is another. The Ravens are another. Devin Lloyd to Texans, sure, I don't hate it. How did Texans get to 13? Where did they come from? I don't know. I'll go.
I wonder if that wasn't a Tunsil trade, was it?
I can figure it out. Tank of Fun NFL. I can find out in 2 seconds. We'll steal 1, What we say, 13 overall. Houston got that from Cleveland, so I guess that's a part of the Watson deal. Cool. So they get Devin Lloyd at 13. Interesting. Trevor Penning at 14. That's y'all business though. The Eagles take Drake London. Fine. The Eagles are just gonna take a first round receiver every year till they figure this shit out. Fine. And Garrett Wilson to the Saints that's a lot of route runner. That's a lot of Ohio State route runner. So hey, good for James. Good for James.
So Garrett Wilson, the consensus, what feels like wide receiver 1, actually went second to my wide receiver 1, Jameson Williams.
Yeah, we have no clue what's going on with how things are gonna shake out. Airborne Bullies dropped a dub in a super chat. He says, "Congrats, fam! Salute! Appreciate y'all. For everybody that's watching on the volume page, hey, y'all need to watch on. I mean, pardon me, everybody that's watching on Voch Lombardi page, like, come watch on the volume. So, cause the volume is where the money is. so I need y'all to and we're doing this until we get fully acclimated, and this all stops in May. So we're doing 2 streams now because I know y'all was gonna show up. But hey, before April is over, come y'all asses over to the volume. The link is in the description, and subscribe when you get here. All right, cool. Chris Olave went number 17 to the Chargers, and the Chargers just having a hell of an offseason, bro. Like, they're really going for it. McDuffie, cornerback Trent McDuffie. Okay, watch this. Yeah. Okay, cool. He goes to the Eagles and Jordan.
Yeah, he gone.
I think.
Do you try to come up right there?
No. That's
just curious. 5 spots.
Yeah. I think at some point, like, we got to get our graphics team, and I hope I don't sound too bougie saying that, but our graphics team on like 5 players that'll make Voch just pause the music and just be sick. like when a player is taken, and then like 5 players that I just like Voch celebrates that they're taking. We should work on those on 2 top 5s and have that ready. Jordan Davis is one of those. I'm sick if I can't get
mine too, brother. That'll be mine. But I fully expect it to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Malik Willis, how did he get to 20? He'll probably go top 10 somewhere. That's just my own personal feeling. We got 93 people on the goddamn volume side. Appreciate y'all. But regardless of what I said, we still got 200 people over on the podcast.
Yeah, but 281 people right now total. Appreciate y'all.
They care nothing about this volume is, but I appreciate y'all. Where we leave off at? Malik Willis, Zion Johnson.
Got him lower.
I guess. You know what? It's not that he's lower. It's just he's above Green and Linderbaum. That's my problem.
Okay. Well, they need a guard. They just got rid of their Pro Bowl guard, the Patriots. So I think it was probably between Green and Zion. Listen, I'll take them both.
Yeah. Sure. Traylon Burks to Green Bay. Hey, look, whatever receiver go to Green Bay is going to be the best receiver. Like, whoever goes to Green Bay and Kansas City, they're going to be the best,
the most productive, probably
the most productive in the class for sure. It's very quarterback dependent. Jahan Dotson to make up for Christian Kirk. Yeah, 20. That's okay. I think there'll be better players on the board than him, but it's Cowboy pick, man.
That's problematic. Let's talk about it.
Put me on the big screen, Will. Just put me on the big screen for a second while we do this in silence. While we do this in silencio. There aren't many picks that would have me, like old boy said when he called in early, it's not many picks that'll have me flipping furniture and breaking shit. Also, the phone lines are open if y'all want to call in. It's right there, 926 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. Call us, we can interact with you. There are some people on the phone already. Y'all, Damon, you just hang tight, and anybody else may want to call in. I hate it, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hate it, man. And look, I'm a fan of Tyler Smith. I just dropped on Twitter, on Instagram. Y'all go find it, whether it be Voch Lombardi Instagram or just on Twitter or just the volume Instagram and Twitter. I just dropped my offensive line rankings today. Well, they dropped them. Tyler Smith ain't in my top 10. He's not. I like Tyler Smith, but he's not in my top 10. And this is all offensive linemen. So there's like guard, center, tackle, whatever. Will still, you ain't got to pull nothing up right now. It's fine. So when I see Tyler Johnson taken at 24 and Linderbaum is there and Kenyon is there and Dean is there and just some of these guys that we've been. I think Carl Loftus is there, right?
From that mock draft, yes. It's a lot of names on the board left.
Carl Loftus is there. You know what I'm talking about? So when I see the Tyler Smith pick, I go, well, what? Well, when do we start drafting like the Raiders? Like when we start doing this? When this shit. And even if you were to go, oh well, Voch, but there's a need concern. You don't watch Tyler Smith film and think he's better than Kenyon Green or like Linderbaum or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and even if it can't be a best player available pick. It can't be.
No way.
No. This ain't based on 30 visits or nothing. This was just so we gonna roll the dice and say we like Tyler Smith and we gonna put him in Dallas. I like the player, man, but Tyler Smith is more so of a guy I'm celebrating if we get at 50 something. What it is, 58?
56.
56. If we get Tyler Smith at 56, I can give a little high five on the channel because I know he's considered to be a first round guy. And I don't mind him being a first round guy or like a late first round, early. So I don't mind him being that. Right. But Dean, Linderbaum, Green, Karlaftis are all home run picks over Tyler Smith. You can put your graphic back up, my
guy. We about to roll to 25 to 32.
Damn, dog. Damn.
Look at these players left on the board, and we took.
The volume just posts so much content throughout the day. I ain't been getting notifications for Voch's videos. I finally got one today. Hey, to be fair, appreciate you for having notifications, but you don't even need them because we go live at 3 every day.
Thanks.
We are our own notifications. But I do feel you though. Let's see. Quay Walker.
I knew you were going to say
Quay Walker better than motherfucking Tyler Smith. God
damn. Fam, everybody besides the quarterback.
Devontae Wyatt there?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all of these dudes except the quarterbacks and be like, all right, let's roll. Let's boogie.
Bro, I take Travis Jones over.
Right.
Oh my God, how did Karloff to get a 31? Bro, how did Devontae Wyatt? That's my thing, bro.
And
if you look at Dallas's 3 techs and look at our guards, this can't be need based, right? Because Devontae Wyatt, first of all, get Peter Schrager on the phone.
Listen, can I say something? I wonder if because Schrager is, he's connected, right? He's got connections. He talks to people, and he said he did this mock draft based on him talking to people. So I'm like, I wonder if some people just throwing him nonsense to throw people off or what? Because like you said with the Cowboys pick, for example, it makes no sense. He's not in on 30 visit, right? He's not the best player available. And there's other guards I think in round 2 and 3 you can get. So I wonder if people just throwing, Schrager some bullshit. Yeah.
He ain't talked to nobody that said that fucking Tyler Smith need to go ahead of Devontae Wyatt. He ain't talked to a soul that said that. My word. That motherfucker went to the Ravens and talked to the lunch lady and she, yeah. So who you think the Ravens drafting, huh? Well, I heard from somebody in the Ravens building, and we listened like, oh, okay, what they say?
Ozzy came through. He grabbed himself, sandwich, and he was talking about that. Yeah, man.
That motherfucker talked to the custodian. Damn, dog. Let's get back into this. I hate it because I like everybody here. Yeah. That's not every non-quarterback here better than Tyler Smith. Damn, dog. Okay, so the Seahawks eventually get their quarterback at 30.
How you like that one there? I mean, if they're going to take a cue Voch in the first, just take Willis. We don't.
I agree, but I like Corral though. Right. I like Corral, but if I had to pick, I'm taking Willis first. So they got they went offensive line with their
Cross.
30th cross. I would rather Willis and
Oh.
like Green or something. You know what I'm saying? Or just whatever offensive lineman y'all, y'all like Linderbaum, whatever.
Maybe they like ramen.
Sure, they better not. Well, it's the Seahawks. So look, if you account for the fact the Seahawks do questionable shit in the first round,
Hey, he in your top 10?
well, that's relative. He's in my top 10, but he's still like a guy that should be taken in the 40s somewhere, the 30s or 40s somewhere. But he is in my top 10. But boy, I hate Tyler Smith at 24, man. That shit sucks. Man.
Somebody asked, who did the Cowboys pick? Here, I'll pull it back up. It was Tyler Smith, for those who don't know. I'll come to the next.
It's just,
there you go.
Chat, what y'all think, man? Let me cut this back. Chat, what y'all think, man? Tyler F. Smith. He trolling us? Nah, he ain't trolling. Travis Jones make a lot of sense for Dallas. Not even because look, even if the pick was like Travis Jones, it's better than Tyler Smith. But I'd be upset because Dean, Linderbaum, Green, those guys, Carl Loftus are there. And those are players that I like better than UConn D tackle Jones. So I'm just
see, in that situation, I don't think we got that much ammo to trade, or not ammo, but a reason for a team to trade up. You're hoping the Chiefs, one of those receivers or two of those receivers will be there, and the Chiefs could trade up for you. But who are they trading up for in that situation?
You just let the ball come to you,
right? Well, I'm looking to try to trade down, grab a couple extra picks, right, in the third or second round. And instead of doing that, because he did do trades, he traded pick 30. The Seahawks traded with the Chiefs, So,
but look, Will, weird. This is what bothered me. If we trade back anyway, get the extra pick, and the choice is Tyler Smith.
Oh damn,
Linderbaum and Green, and they fucking go Smith anyway.
True.
I'm still mad.
That's true.
Shit, bro.
And in the way he picked it, he could have traded back, and there wasn't nobody taking Tyler. That's the thing. Who taking Tyler Smith, bro? In the top 28.
I like Tyler Smith, bro. And I do think somebody takes him in the first round.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think, well, not because of my fucking idea. That's just what the heat in the street is. That's just what everybody's saying. People are saying that Travis Jones,
hey, push him up.
Tyler Smith probably be
push him up. Others fall.
Sure, and you know what? If you got to add Tyler Smith to that, boy, I hope they get him before Dallas pick. If you got to add him to that list, just to keep from not doing the wrong things, then fine. But I also say this: I trust my player personnel department enough to where if Kenyon Green, who they love, 30 visit, all that, if Kenyon Green and Tyler Smith is on the board, I think I can trust my front office enough to be like, I think we'll go Green.
Oh, 100%. He came in on 30 visit.
Yeah. So that makes me feel a little better. If y'all want to react to this mock or react to my reaction or just react to whatever y'all want to talk about, my rankings have dropped. If y'all have any discrepancies with my rankings, somebody on Twitter said they want a little smoke. My phone line is on the screen, man. The number is 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. I be trying to be nice, y'all. But yo, Voch, how do I call in? It's always right there. It's in the same spot every time. Let's go to the phones. We got Damon been waiting. So let's go Damon, then Short Dog. What up, man?
Same old soup just reheated.
Man, come on, son. Come on, man. Listen, man. Has anybody ever put their soup in the air fryer? Because I don't have a microwave, you know what I'm saying? But I got an air fryer. Can you this? Shit. All right, man. Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
Problematic.
That was serious too. But go ahead.
Your boy.
I was gonna put some grits in the air fryer this morning. Just to warm them up.
Goddamn millennials, man.
Hey, chill out, man. Go ahead, Damon. My fault, bro.
Boy, you're gonna have to put a whole bunch of elbow grease on the bottom of the air fryer. You try to put that in there.
Hey, man. My bad, dog. Go ahead, man.
My man is a little bit low. If we can get him to come up a little bit.
I'll work on that right now. But go ahead and what you got for the show, brother?
I got you.
Here
well, first off, man, Pete Schrager smoking rocks. If you think we're gonna take that man at 24.
For sure.
Absolutely. But actually, man, what I wanted to talk about was a couple diamonds in the rough as far as some later round picks, man.
Please,
And my guy is, well, I'm a University of Minnesota alum, so I'm going to plug this man right here.
Mm-hmm.
But Blaze Andrews is who I've been looking at for us for a later round pick.
Is that your cousin, man?
Guard.
Is that your cousin?
Huh?
I ain't never heard of him. Who is that?
Yeah, Blaze Andrews.
That's your nephew?
Yeah, man, from University of Minnesota. He was at the combine.
I don't be paying attention to this motherfucker.
I pull it up.
Yeah, man, check it.
What's his
Check
name?
out 32 starts at guard, and another 11 starts at tackle.
You say Blaze Andrews?
Blaze Andrews.
Andrews. Chat, have y'all ever heard of Blaze Andrews? Go ahead, brother. I'm listening to you though.
Hell no, they ain't heard no Blaze Andrews.
They don't know. You know I don't know, but go ahead.
But that's where I'm at, man. But honestly, though, if we're looking at first round, man, with those names that we had left over, I would definitely want to go with a Karlaftis or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to get after the quarterback. I think there's enough offensive linemen that we could probably fill this thing in. But if there is a Linderbaum available, we definitely need to go that route because, I mean, I'm cool with Tyler Biadasz and all, but here's a question. Have we ever thought about Tyler Biadasz at guard? Nobody has ever said that before. And I'm just wondering, does he not have the capability to do so or what? Or how hard of a transition would that be?
He'll probably have the movement down because if you're a center, you have to be able to move in both directions. So I would imagine that he's dexterous enough to play both sides, but I don't consider him a guard because of like his power level. You know what I mean? Like I want my guards to be able to like dig people out of the line of scrimmage. I don't think he's dig people out of the line of scrimmage guy. I think he's a steady guard, in which most guards in the league now are steady. They're regular, cool to bad. You know what I mean? But I do think Biadasz is steady. And towards the end of the season, I think he was one of your better offensive linemen. Him and like Leal or something. People don't want to hear that. But I mean, I don't consider him a guard because guards are just built different. Like their fight comes different, and I don't really think Tyler's built for that. In which I don't have a problem just drafting a guard. Like I would rather draft a guard and just keep Tyler where he is. It's going into his third year anyway, so let's really see what he has now, opposed to just
it's a prove it. Yeah, it's a prove it year for him,
for sure. Go ahead.
No, definitely, man. No, yeah, I'm all with you on that. I mean, if we can find somebody to put, to put on the other side of Tyler, to alleviate some of that. My only thing is I'm worried about us still as far as goal line, man. And it kind of harkens back to what you were saying as far as build. He's not really digging anybody out of there. And as far as I can tell, Kellen is not putting in anything that, has us doing reach blocks or anything that I feel like he'd be better at. Now if we get him on the move, I think he'd be a lot better at, those reach blocks and get to the second level. But when it's hat on hat, I just don't trust it.
Yeah, but that's just what that's just what center is. But we'll be fine, man. We'll get Kenyon Green or Tyler Smith, and we'll just and we'll just figure it out. You know what I mean? But Damon, good call, man. I appreciate it.
No doubt, be easy.
Yes, sir. Boy, that pick made me sick, dog. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, I was ready to cut Pete some slack, man. I was like, hey, man, this mock ain't looking terrible. Shit, Jordan Davis following. Shit, what y'all about to surprise me with, man?
I knew you was gonna be pissed. That's why when we were texting, I was like, all right, I'll let you react to it in live then, because you ain't gonna like it.
I hate that.
Blaze Andrews. This is with Lance Zierlein, who is not, he's not the end all be all. Candidate for bottom of the roster or practice squad.
All right. Hey, man. Hey, he sounds like, hey.
But hey,
we got Short Dog on the phone. We're gonna go ahead and bring Short Dog. Hey, but I'm sure your cousin, I'm sure he can what I mean? I'm sure he's gonna be just fine, man. Special team, something like that. Robert Griffin dropped 5 in the super chat, says, do you think we're clearing the space of players for Sean Payton, and how does Dak perform this year without a true number one receiver?
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, why would you think that Dak ain't got a number one receiver?
Go ahead, man.
And I mean, he'll be fine. I mean, this offense has seen some up and downs. I think the offense and Dak will be fine. I think he has number one receiver, and I don't know why we're clearing space of players for Sean Payton. I don't think we ain't talked. Go ahead, Will. So you got something over it. I hear you breathing. Go ahead.
No, I kind of was trying to disclaim this whole CD is not a number one thing this morning.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just make sure y'all head over to A to Z Sports Dallas. Check that out. I went in very, very detail on this. He's a number one.
Yeah.
Period.
I just think it's weird how we went from we got 2 number 1 receivers to we have no number 1 receivers. Like I just think
You know what it is, Voch?
What's that?
When Cowboys lose,
Yeah.
we gotta find we gotta find a scapegoat. The Dallas Cowboys really need to win, bro.
Sure.
Big time. We need to win.
Yeah.
One more thing on Blaze Andrews, man.
Who in the blue hell are you?
I'm sorry. I can't get over that. Who the hell is this guy?
Be nice, sir. He's from Minnesota. He played guard and shit. He went to the combine. We got Short Dog on the phone. What up, Short Dog? Shout.
Uh-oh.
Shout going 1 time. Shout going 2 times.
He done?
But you hear me?
No.
Hey, man. Hey, look.
Almost
we
clicked it.
about to hit that Metal Gear Solid.
Got you, Trey.
You was gonna be the first one.
You got me, bro. I'm sorry. I was over there talking on my phone. I forgot to unmute it, bro. I'm sorry about that. I'll make myself 5 minutes shorter now.
Well, see, Short Dog. Just saying
a
though.
couple things, bro.
I quit it, your show.
Tyler,
We'll just
that
let you
boy
talk. Go
from Tulsa, I think that's a lazy analyst, bro. I mean, they look at us, they see we got rid of a good guard in Lyle Collins, a very, very well, I mean, a guy that was paid. I don't think the contract, I actually thought it was a good contract, so they figure, we're going to get rid of him. What they don't know is we think Terrence Steele's good enough. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that would make me sick, bro. That Bernard and him, I mean, second round, I could live with it. I'll iron that out. But first round, that can't happen, bro. I mean, especially with those guys underneath. But I have a question for you. And this guy might be some kinfolk to me, bro. But you tell me, the Cowboys, you think wouldn't be a good fit for a guy, give him $6 million a year like Will Hernandez, bro, from the New York Giants, a guy that came out of UTEP. He's a big, nasty mauler. What do you think about him?
That's your cousin?
Nah, he just kinfolk. We know he is, bro. He's not my
Sign
cousin.
with the
Brother,
Cardinals.
that comes down to it, the Mexicans, they stick together, bro.
I got you. He's
It's
signed
like
to
one
Arizona
game.
though. He's no longer free.
He already signed?
Yeah, he already signed to Arizona. Yeah.
Shit, bro. I'm slipping, but I got those 2 weeks. I'll get ahead on that. I will make
Hey, man, that's what
And
we're here
another
for,
thing,
man.
Rod,
What
what do you think about that guy from
Go ahead.
Mississippi State in the second
you
or
just
third
talk, go
round, that cornerback, Emerson? They saying that he has a lot of traits that maybe our guy would like. Maybe get a set cornerback. But my deal, I'm always with you, bro. And one thing I haven't heard from you in a long time is ass whoop. I remember when Voch used to do his films, and he said, that's just some ass whoop. That was some legendary shit, bro. I even got a shirt from that. Remember you had that?
Yeah,
that
them
shit,
shirts,
there was 3
man.
little codes right there in the black.
Oh yeah, man. Think about Emerson is that Emerson, he
Voch,
yeah.
love,
Okay, go ahead.
and I'll be with you, bro. I'm not gonna ever miss a day. You and the victory, bro. We're together. We're dropping V's all day, dog.
But the thing about Emerson, yeah. Hey, Short Dog, appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call, Short Dog. Great call, man. Keep holding me down the street, Short Dog. We love you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Love Short Dog, man. But he don't want to let me go. Short Dog won't let me go. Emerson's a fun player. A long tackling player is what I think about Emerson. He'll have to go to a scheme where he's, asked to be long and he's asked to be a physical player. If he's doing some like some boundary stuff, playing the flats or something like that, like some cover 2 stuff, back to the sideline, cover 3 type things. Can he do some man coverage things? He probably do some man coverage things. I just rather him in zone. We could just see things and hit people and be a little longer. That's what I think. And another player like that, the kid from Missouri, Evans, Caleb Evans, he's another player like that. Just kind of long hitter guy. So
yeah, but you think about Tyler Smith at 24.
Basically, fuck them.
Yeah, man. So we going into the phones real quick, see who up in here. We got a number. Got a number we don't know. 214. What up? Who this?
Hey, Voch, this is Christian Gomez out of Dallas, man. How you doing?
What's happening, man? Glad to have you on the show on the Voch Lombardi side and the volume side. What you got for us today?
All right, man. First thing, first time caller, long time listener, and I want to tell you I'm so proud of you.
Man.
I've been listening to you for about 4 years.
Man.
Back when you was talking about delivering pizzas, and I was listening to guys like Shango and Law and shit, and man, I love the way you break things down. So. Basically, I'm going to hit you with a couple scenarios and get your opinion.
Please.
So I was doing a little mock myself.
Right.
and Zion Johnson, Kenyon Green, Traylon Burks, and a couple other cats were still on the board at 24. And since we traded down last year, do you think that's something that we're going to do again, especially, with two guards still on the board? Maybe Green Bay at 28, something like that. They want to go up and get Traylon Burks.
Yeah. I think the Cowboys have shown us that if they're comfortable with the board, they'll move back a little bit. I don't think they're going to move back like double-digit spots or anything like that. But hey, if they're like, okay, cool, let's move back one spot. Michael Parsons and Rashawn Slater are here. No matter what happens, I'll like this.
Right on.
So we go from 10 to 12, and Parsons and Slater are still there. So Giants and Eagles, whatever. But I think it just depends on how many guys that they feel really good about. At first, I never would have thought that the Cowboys would move around at all. I just thought they would just hang in where they at, and they'll just be where they at. But they showed us last year. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna take that evidence, take that knowledge, and we're just gonna apply it to this year. Maybe if there's a like in Schrager's mock, right? If it was me, there were 4 players I'd rather take than Tyler Smith. So if you want me to move back 3 spots, sure. If you guarantee me I walk away with one of the guys that I like, then fine. That makes sense.
Yep. Oh yeah. So 2 more things real quick.
Sure.
Worst case scenario, because I've been hearing a lot of people saying there ain't no real good quarterbacks in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
Say nobody's really picking quarterbacks, man, and all our guys are just getting took. I don't want to see that. I'm hoping, like you say all the time, teams are bad at this, and somebody's going to be jumping in there taking quarterbacks, hopefully.
Sure.
And then my last thing, what do you think about Dicker the kicker in the 7th round, or do you just pick up an undrafted free agency?
Who?
Dicker the kicker at Texas.
I don't watch film on the kickers, man.
Man, I know.
Hey,
but you watched Greg Zuerlein miss a couple, didn't you?
I don't. I didn't do no film reviews on Zuerlein either. I don't watch film. Special teams does not exist. Special teams, fullbacks,
I got you.
Fullbacks and bad tight ends. I don't watch them. But hell yeah, if you want to take a kicker in the 6th, knock yourself out. But I don't. The Cowboys have given me no evidence that they would do such a thing. So I don't even know.
Okay, so last thing.
Sure.
For me, it's Cade Otton all day over Jelani Woods. Who you riding with, Woods or Otton?
Okay, so I watched a lot of Jelani Woods in passing, and then he kind of got his hype. So this weekend, I just watched a whole bunch of film on Jelani Woods just to kind of figure the dude out. He's my tight end 3 right now, behind Ruckert and McBride. Not in order. It's McBride, Ruckert, and then Jelani Woods for me. And I was going to bring this conversation to Will Steele. I was going to bring it to Flister King also. Is how do we grade how many points a raw high ceiling guy gets, right? And my answer is off the rip is, okay, well, how high is their floor? This ain't like a Rico Gather situation where he plays power forward and he got to figure football out, and then he'll be the tight end he could be. Jelani Woods can play football now. It just looked bad. It's just sloppy, and it's not clean. But then you can add his upside, which is ridiculous. So when you so look, I'm about to hang up on the phone with you. Right? What's your name again? You say Joe?
Christian.
Shit. Chris. Okay. Chris. Okay, I got Chris. Hey, this was a fantastic call, sir. I put you down platinum. We're going to talk about your last question off the line, man. Fantastic question. I appreciate you, man. We'll get Chris. All right, cool. Y'all on the line. Will Steele, man. Jelani Woods, bad motherfucker, bro. And I don't think he's going to make it to day 3.
I saw that this morning or whenever you dropped it, and I was like, okay, all right, Voch is on board with this Jelani Woods train here. I like it. He's my favorite tight end. I'm not saying he's your tight end that comes in and is ready to play. Or is NFL ready, I should say, more than like you say, who you have, Ruckert and Trey. I think Trey is probably tight end 1, but there is no far and away tight end 1 this year. I just think his ceiling is ridiculous, and I think he could be a Martellus Bennett type of dude, especially early on. A blocker first, red zone presence, and then he turns into a guy.
And my rankings aren't even done yet. Like, so I could switch Ruckert and Woods just for that one thing that you said, right? Hey, look, Ruckert can, block and run and catch. Jelani can block and run and catch also. It just looks bad. So his upside could be, hey man, he could. I think Jeremy is as good as he gonna be right now, and the same for McBride. Honestly, Jelani could be the best in his class if he, you know what I mean. So let me ask you this, Will, still before I get into these phones, and
The conference has been locked.
third round, Jelani Woods.
That's where I had it capped at, like, you know, and that was after his pro day. It was even before everything. I'm sorry, not pro day, but the combine. I said, man, I was looking at that cat in the 5th, hoping we could sneak him there, and then the combine happened. I'm like, he might go in the 3rd, you know.
Chat, what round do you feel comfortable drafting Jelani Wood? I was just watching and he's just bigger than everybody. Like, he's just bigger than every soul out there, and he don't know how to get off the line of scrimmage yet. He be false stepping, but that motherfucker, he gets open and he just gets separation, and he just snap, and he hard
Stupid
to tackle.
Radius, yeah.
Oh, he hard to tackle, Will, and I'm just like, what do we do with this?
Well, what you do if he's a Cowboy is he is in a perfect position. You know, because it sounds like they're not sure on Schultz just quite yet. So if he's a 1-year situation, you got Schultz as your tight end 1, and Woods could be your tight end 2, learning the ropes, red zone presence, and that 12 personnel. He's not really the guy, right? And then boom, next year if you move on from Schultz, Woods is ready year 2. Usually that year 2 leap's the biggest one. So I would love it, man. I think a tight end, I want to call him a project. That's a disservice, but a developmental guy is perfect as a tight end 2. Not as my number 1 guy though.
That motherfucker, but he can catch the football today. Will still out though. He can catch the football right now.
Yeah, but you trust him being tight end 1 with Kellen?
I don't think he'll be tight end 1 day 1, but okay. I do think he can be immediate 12 personnel guy. Immediately, because I seen this motherfucker just blocking people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, Schultz ain't even,
bro.
Like, Schultz act like he can't do nothing. But I'm just looking at Jelani and the technique, doing some shit like this, but he blocking them.
He's essentially a tackle. Martellus Bennett is a perfect comp to this man. Yeah. One was 6'6", about 280. I think Marty B was up there, and Jelani's 6'7", 260. And you know that's just you know the little kid weight. Once he get that grown man muscle and that peanut butter Voch. He was already a blocker at Oklahoma State. He already has that nastiness. Now he's developing as a pass catcher, and I think he has the highest ceiling.
For all 280 people watching on the Voch Lombardi channel right now, we're putting live. I don't even know how to say this, Will, honestly, but live streams starting in May. Live streams will exclusively be on the volume. I think that's a good way to say it. Yeah. So every day, I take that back. I lied. Take that off the record. Monday through Friday. Because it's the off season and it's going to change in the regular season, but we'll update you. But right now, as of this off season, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time. You ain't even got to hit notifications because it's going to be the same thing. 3 p.m. Central Time on the Volume channel is where we'll be going live. Now, we're going to do this for April because that's just how y'all get down. That's the only way I can just get this message over to you or whatever. But for the rest of the month, we're going to be going live on both platforms. But I just want everybody to just slowly get used to going over to the Volume. I'm going to drop this link in the chat box right now. Everybody just slowly but surely get used to going over to, because if y'all love me and Will still, that's where the money is. I just want y'all to slowly get used to showing up to the Volume for live streams and not the Voch Lombardi page. And the Voch Lombardi page will be a whole nother set of content, but we'll work that out. But there's my link. I saw a lot of people saying, Jelani in the 3rd round. April said 4th round, too rich for her. I saw a 5th in there somewhere. So hey, man, it's still a conversation worth having. But
I think for Dallas, the 3rd might seem rich because you need a lot of positions, man.
Sure.
You only signed 3 outside free agents, so.
Sure. So we got 2 people on the line now, and I saw my guy John G try to call in. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna unlock the phone.
The conference has been unlocked.
I'm gonna let John G call in because that's my guy. Shouts out to Cowboy DMV Fanatic. He changed his name 8 times, but DMV Cowboy Fanatic. I think I call him John G.
Oh, you're talking about DMV? Okay.
DMV, yeah. But so you call in, sir. Don't nobody else call in. You call in, and then we're gonna get to Lane and this 210 number. We're gonna get into the chat, and then we're gonna wrap things up for the day. Brother Lane, what up?
Hey, Voch.
What's happening?
First time talking to you since you signed with the volume.
You called.
Congratulations.
You called last week, didn't you? Did you call last week?
I don't think you were public with the volume yet. I don't believe so. I think it was early last week.
We was running some public volume. So yeah. So listen. So not only are you early, but on week 2 you're showing love. So hey man, appreciate you, Lane, for just showing love twice a week. Thank you. You didn't even know. You didn't even know you was on the volume page.
I called in last Monday. You were telling us to be ready on Tuesday afternoon to go over.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what it was.
You're right. Fair enough. You're right. What you got for the show?
Yeah. All right. So first off, Jelani Woods, I'm thinking about 4th round because I mean he's a unicorn of an athlete, but he's not a tight end 1 out of the box. You just don't take those guys. Well, at least in this draft, with the amount of depth at the amount of positions of value, running all the way, to about the 4th. Like in the 3rd round, you can get plenty of good players. If there's, let's see, how many good wide receivers are there?
Shit, many.
Like 15?
Plenty.
The conference has been locked.
Plenty of them.
But yeah, I'd say about 4th round on Jelani Woods, but I wouldn't fight nobody over taking him in the 3rd. I mean, he's what comes to mind when I see him is that tight end out in LA, Donald Parham. Have you ever seen any of him?
Nah.
Oh, he's talking about Parham over in the Chargers.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
XFL brother. Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know that guy. Yeah, Parham from the XFL for sure. Go ahead. I'm listening to you, Lane. Parham from LA.
Yeah. Okay. So now I was listening earlier, going over the mock.
Yeah.
And I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but Tyler Smith at 24, man.
Yep.
That's not it, especially with the players that were on the board.
Right.
Now, what I think that would make sense if you went in like a team that's bad at drafting, and you're like, all right, so we lost Lyle Collins and we need a guard.
Right.
Let's just take this dude, but he's not Lyle Collins. You hope he's going to turn into Lyle Collins.
Right.
But you don't take that dude at 24.
Right. Yeah.
You take him in a second.
Yeah, man. You know, whoever we end up getting, whether it be wide receiver or offensive line, the guy that we get on the 2 guys that we get on day 2, assuming that we do some more moving around, they're going to be asked to do less than the first round guys, but you would like for that first round guy to play immediately, and then for your second and third guy to kind of work their way into the rotation at some point. Yo, Lane, I got a bunch of callers, man, but hey, appreciate you, sir. Salute. Gosh, I hung up on Lane. Damn, my bad. My bad, Lane. Call back. Go ahead.
Real quick, Cowboys news. Malik Turner signed with the 49ers. I think Shanahan, he made the one cat last year turned into something. He was like a 4th wide receiver type of dude. But yeah, Malik Turner onto his 3rd team.
I tell you what, man, if we could have kept Malik Turner,
yeah,
I probably wouldn't be that much of a rush and to be looking at wide receiver like that.
Yeah,
you know? I like Malik.
I really don't understand why they didn't bring him back. He had wide receiver upside to be like a 4 or 5, and he a damn good special teamer.
He was better than Cedric Wilson.
And we seen more from him than Semi Fijelko. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. Moving on, we're gonna get through these calls with some relative haste. John G, what up? John G, what up?
What's going on?
What's good, man? Yeah, I can hear you and all of the airplane,
my bad.
all of the helicopter wind around you. I can hear it all.
What's bad, man?
You good, man? What's good, my guy?
Good, man. My bad.
Good.
How's it going, man? I haven't called in a while, man. This is DMV Chris, man.
DMV Chris. I thought you was. I might want to hang up now. I thought you was somebody else. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll We'll listen to you, DMV Chris. I thought you was John G, man. That's why you wasn't answering when I was calling you John G. My bad. I apologize.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't answering. Yeah.
Well,
But, I had a question for you.
Well, let me just put DMV Chris in the log there so I can know it ain't John G next time you call.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead then,
Yeah.
DMV Chris. Go ahead.
I had a question for y'all, man.
Sure.
So when it comes to linebacker, I watched your, channel. I know you love Kobe Dean. But do you think a guy like Troy Anderson, in a like third round, for us, and then like you said, because we don't know about Michael Gallup in the beginning of the season, I think going after a receiver is a play in the first round.
Sure.
So if Chris Olave gets picked up and Treylon Burks is on the
Who you
board,
said? Who you
that's
said?
a nice pick too.
Who you said? Who was that?
Well, I was talking about Troy Anderson.
No. You
linebacker.
No. You were saying
Treylon.
no, you said the
I was
Cowboys
talking
get.
about Treylon Burks.
No, it was somebody said right before him. Who was that?
Michael Gallup.
No. You said it was
Ohio
Gallup.
State.
You said Gallup. It was some other dude. You said then it was like Burks or something. There's another wide receiver. You said who is that?
Oh, but we know. All right, Chris Olave. So like Chris Olave is getting a lot of attention, and he's been flying up on the draft board.
Who is that?
And we've seen
Who is that?
the boy from Ohio State.
What position he played? Olave?
Yeah, the crazy.
Olave? What position?
Yeah, Olave.
Okay.
There we go.
My bad.
Yeah.
I thought you said.
Chris Olave.
I thought you said Chris O'Lady. I don't know who that was. I don't know who Chris.
Ole.
I said Olave. I always mess his name up.
Okay, Chris Olave. Got you, sir.
Chris Olave.
No problem.
He's getting a lot of attention, so I could see teams or GMs thinking we might as well go after this guy. He had a crazy 40.
Sure.
We've seen the tape. He can run all the routes. So I think teams are more confident in, Chris Olave over Treylon Burks. So if he is there at 24, and you pair them two up, so that you can have a guy who's 6'4" and who's really fast at linebacker to complement Michael
Parsons. Yeah.
And still let him be versatile.
Yeah, man. And this was a good call, by the way. Appreciate it. We're gonna take call off here. Hey, man. Chris Olave could be a good pickup, man. But as far as your Troy Anderson take, Fuster King love him. I'm gonna ask him about Troy Anderson. If he's still on that same page with him. I think he's a 4th round guy. I think he's a valuable 4th round guy because he could play every special team for you. I would love to have Troy Anderson as like Jeff Heath type of cat. You know what I mean? To where you the punt fake guy, personal protector. You can throw the football because he played quarterback at Montana State because he did all those things. Let him run the fakes, let him run and tackle people. Like I think that's valuable having him. And then if he develops into a linebacker for you, then that'll be a good pickup or whatever. I'm a huge fan of getting Troy Anderson, but for that role in particular. I'm
a huge fan of
go ahead.
Chris Olave.
Will Steele is messy. He's
no, I love Troy Anderson, man. I love him. 3rd round? That'd be the top. That'd be the top.
Bit high. Because I think once we get to the 3rd round, I think there'll be players better than him in the 3rd round. So just natural draft things that happen. We're gonna go 2-1-0 and then we're gonna end with Uncle Charlie. See what he's talking about. 2-1-0. What's up? Who this?
Yo, my name's Ryan. What's going on, Bob?
What up, Ryan?
I got a quick question for you, man. I know a lot of people aren't talking about my guy George Pickens out of Georgia.
Yep.
And looking at his film, man, his ball skills and his actual game speed, I think they kind of reflect a better player than that was showed in the combine. What do you think about him at 56?
Hey, man, you only got 100 plays to watch of him, 150 maybe. But boy, just based off them flashes, man, he's my wide receiver. If I was to, he like wide receiver 6 for me or something like that. Y'all can check my rankings on my social medias. But and the only reason he's 6 is because we haven't seen it consistently as some of the other guys that's in the top of my rankings or whatever. But that dude's sudden. That dude can run routes. He can set up and make his own space. He can catch. He's a yak dude. He can run. You know what I mean? Like Like he can block, pick a skill, pick a skill. He doing it all. You know what I mean? He just hadn't done it as consistently as others. So me personally, and I hope this doesn't happen. I don't think he makes it to 56. I just think now first of all, teams suck at drafting. And by the draft guys, we can hope that Pickens does fall. But if you watch any kind of film, there's no way you can look at Pickens and be like, oh, well, that dude can't play. No, that dude's cold. That dude's cold. He's my number 6 receiver.
5.
Absolutely, bro. I have one more for you.
Yes, sir.
Bernard Raymond. I know a lot of guys, including myself,
sure,
are not high on Raymond at all.
Sure.
But if he takes a drop,
5,
kind of like the guard that he drafted a couple years ago, if he drops to 56, do you think that pick is actually worth taking a look at, or do you think you just skip him altogether?
I don't want to skip Bernard Raymond altogether. I actually don't mind the player. It's just I don't like him at 24. And he's not a guy that I would consider putting at guard because I would want him to be bigger if he was to play guard. And you could be like, but Voch, why don't you just like put some more weight on him? Because he was 215 once upon a time playing tight end, and you've already put 100 some odd pounds on him. So I don't want to continue to add unnecessary weight to him. He's already slowed down as a product of that. So yeah, if he's available in the second round, we could boogie, but I don't think he'll be. I think teams love him, and my only attitude, like when we talk about Bernard Raymond, and I catch an attitude with people, that's only thinking that he'll be at 24 overall, and I don't like that. But hey,
all right.
this was no Ryan.
No, I was gonna say I have one more, bro, and I know you're short on time right now.
2 seconds.
I had to fit it in.
2 seconds.
But
2 seconds.
Running back. So
I don't want to take running backs. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I mean, at 3 or 4, if a guy like Breece Hall drops to the third, what do you think about that?
No, sir. If I'm going running back, it's probably going to be in the middle of day 3 somewhere with one of my fifth comp picks or whatever. But yo, Ryan, this was a fantastic. Let me hang up on you, Ryan. But hey, look, I just put you down platinum, and continue to listen. Next time you call in, I'll know it's you. That's interesting. I'm gonna ask Will Steele about that. That's an interesting point, and you will. I know we trying to make this a shorter show relatively, but so Zeke and Tony probably gonna walk out the building together, right?
I am on that board. I mean, we talked about that this morning. I think unless Zeke has a fantastic year, healthy year, looks peak Zeke, I think they'll look to move on next year. He'll be one of those guys they'll be talking about when they go to Stephen Jones. Hey, Stephen, what's up with Zeke in his future? Well, we'll make those decisions when we get there, and then that's pretty much the writing on the wall. TP's on a contract year. I don't really think they'll pay a running back, and I look at it this way. Just draft the replacements. Not knocking Zeke or TP, but we're talking about the running back spot. So, unless unless one of those have a crazy year, I don't see them returning.
I wasn't even thinking about running back this year, but if we know that they're both going to walk out together, like would it be like, what if one of the better running backs in this draft did end up third roundy? No. Yeah. I think I agree with you.
No. Zeke and TP need to be given all the attention at the running back spot, right?
Yeah.
The third round pick, I need you to contribute in some way, shape, or form. Just go sign a guy off the street, undrafted, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round, whatever, and then rock. Or just bring back Corey Clement, but hey, that's a whole different discussion. Then next year, go ahead and get your money backs. Or in the 5th or 6th round, maybe you see what he got. Maybe he's an Elijah Mitchell, and you can count on him in the stable the next season if you don't bring back Zeke.
I think it's worth talking about. Last call. We're going to go Uncle Charlie, then we're going to get up out of here. Unc, what up?
What up, nephew? What's happening, man? What's going on, man?
Man, everything, man. Just trying to run this show, man. Something light. What you got for us?
Hey, you're doing a hell of a job as usual, but let me just ask you a 3-pack question.
Okay.
Well, it's all packaged up into one.
Sure.
I need first round pick, your second round pick, and your third round pick, because I'm not worried about the other picks after that.
Sure. Sure. If I can get Kenyon Green from Texas A&M to come play guard for me, if I can get George Pickens from Georgia to come play wide receiver at 56, if we get them first 2 picks, I'm going to bed because I don't even need to see third. But if we get to the third pick or something like that, and there's a linebacker I like, Channing Tindall, maybe, I don't know. Just if there's a corner, maybe if there's a tight end of Jelani Woods, just somebody that I like. As long as I'm not reaching, like if there's a defensive tackle I like, if there's a pass rusher on the board, if there's a player that's fallen and they're egregiously way more talent than than what's on the board at 88 or whatever, I'm taking that player and I'm just gonna be happy with it. But if we can get Green and Pickens, we're going to sizzle. I'm going to jail.
Okay. Let me ask you this: do you think we need to seriously think about bringing in a veteran quarterback to back up Dak? And I ain't talking about no the new kid. I'm not no damn piece of man. Do you think we need to bring in somebody that's got a good resume?
Cooper Rush is a veteran quarterback. You don't like Cooper Rush?
Oh man, I tell you, these things. We had the piece of man, then the Nucci. Now we got Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't no damn better than Bobby Rush, and he a damn blues singer. Let me just say this, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not gonna waste no more of this beautiful time, this beautiful show, because you're doing an all-star job.
Appreciate it.
Let me just say this, because I always give a service announcement to the people of the public. Let me tell you, the young people something, and some of the old people. Listen, it's still time to go and take a bath. It ain't too damn late. But if that water decides to jump out that tub when you get in it, you need to make a few appointments to see the doctor. Let me explain something to you. Voch. See, I had to get on here and say what I had said because some people need to be stopped.
Right.
Now, I got this friend, Taylor. I told Taylor, I said, look, man, they got that Manscaped, man. You can go in. But he decided his comic book ass mind to shave his marbles with a straight razor. And he missed. Damn, if he was in shock and he had to go to the hospital, and then the doctor said, you could use that Manscaped. How come the damn doctor got more sense than he do? Now, everybody got deficiency.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this guy who was born with 2 left feet. So he always wore 2 left boots. When he tried, he knew it wasn't going to work. He thought it was going to walk straight when he tried to go into Walmart. And then he found himself on the side of the building running into it. Listen, everybody got a deficiency. Everybody got a deficiency. Let me just say this. The whole world made something of Jada Pinkett and her alopecia. Man, I got people with alopecia on my side of the family. Now, let me ask you something, Voch. You're a smart young cat.
Yes, sir.
You got most men shed hair in their underwear.
Right.
What they got? Alopecia in their ass? I don't think they're going to feel sorry for them. I can tell you that much. But I'm going to just say this in closing. Listen, y'all. The basic need, we got to do the basic need, like the basic food groups. Listen, man, I was in the store, man, and I had 2 people in front of me, and they smelled like they ain't took a bath since kids that was elected president. What in the hell is going on here? And now I got a headache for days. I'm thinking I'm hearing doorbell ringing. I'm thinking somebody outside my door. Right. The funk got to me. All I can say, do you really want to have? Yeah. And that's all I got to say, nephew, and I love you, bro.
Yo, Unc, you are a gentleman and a scholar, and you're very necessary to this show, man. I appreciate you and everything. Love you to pieces, man. Salute.
Hey, I ain't dropping.
Oh, shit, I hung up on Unc. Hey, man. Yo, Will, he said if you get
Crying,
the tub,
bro.
He said if you get the tub to take a bath and the water jump out, you go to the doctor. Sir.
He tried to shave his shit with a straight razor
and he
slipped.
Jalapeno.
They call it jalapeno.
For anybody listening at the volume right now, you have to accept my family. You have to. Anybody from the Voch Lombardi audience base or whatever, we have to be accepting of all of them. Uncle Charlie is one of my truest. You know what I mean? One of my truest audience members, man. Hey, so he got to be here.
As he keeps it, the funk got to me.
The funk got to me. It's crazy. The funk got to me. It's crazy.
I ain't never heard no shit like that. Oh my God! My apologies, y'all.
No,
y'all
we
know
laugh.
me, man. I let it all come out, man. Well, you
laugh.
gotta laugh, bro.
Whew. That's it for the phones. For all 277 people watching on the Voch Lombardi page, I'm gonna say it again. Starting in May, live streams will be exclusive to the Volume's YouTube page. So we're going to go live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to go to the Volume, hit the sub button, and I would much rather meet y'all over there than the Voch Lombardi page, because that's all right. So just meet us over there. Now, with that being said, though, The phone lines are closed, but there may be some people in the chat box that may want to have a comment about alopecia, or they may want to talk about the mock or whatever it is.
He plugged Manscaped.
He plugged. Shots out on Manscaped. You can ask me, and we'll steal anything you like at this point of the show. But this is only for the chat box. This is for y'all to, you know what I mean, to talk to the show, interact with the show. So this is your moment, chat.
Sorry.
What they say?
The two left feet trying to walk to Walmart.
He kept running into the building. Bro, Uncle Charlie fits so much. He fits so much in 3 minutes, man.
Yeah. Whoa, shit.
And he kept running into the side of the building. It's crazy.
Yo, answer some questions, dog.
Okay, so look, my beat is 3 minutes, and as it loops twice. Okay, fuck it. We got y'all know the rule. Gonna be.
I'm running that whole conversation back when this show's over.
Okay, Paul? If Paul is one of our behind the scenes graphic guys, he's been taking care of us this weekend, half of last week. Chat box, can we get flames in the chat for our guy Paul at the volume?
Shout out to Paul.
He's been putting together like the highlighted version of the show. Paul, can we just get only a video of Uncle Charlie calling, man? And we got to put that on the shorts. We got to put that, whatever we got to do. Just can we get that and whatever it is that we talked about? Let's get Paul. Let's get Uncle Charlie call, and let's get my reaction to 24th overall on Schrager's mock. Can we get that? Appreciate you, Paul. Alopecia is crazy.
Alopecia, hallelujah.
Man, okay, I can go to Restream and get this. Okay, here we go. Appreciate it, Flames, man. Appreciate it, Flames. Who's my favorite receiver in the draft? Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is my favorite receiver in the draft. Voch, have you watched Adam Anderson, the edge from Georgia? I know he's a good football player. I've watched him in passing, but based on his off the field shit, I don't think he's going to be playing football. So I haven't looked at him too close, or at least that's what I've been hearing. But when it comes out that he can play some football, that's a good player for you. That's about a third round player for you. So we'll see.
Watch. Who is your favorite wide receiver in the draft from Just Blaze?
Chris Olave. Not Chris Olave. Goddamn Garrett Wilson. My bad. Yeah, my wide receiver rankings are out. So Garrett Wilson is my number one wide receiver. He's my number one guy. Somebody say call that motherfucker back. Now we can't. No, we only need one. We only need 3 minutes of Charlie, or else it's gonna be his show. Are most of the Cowboys Twitter scouts sleeping on Ed Ingram in day 2? No, I think the Cowboys Twitter scouts are the ones that's probably watching the most. We've probably hyped up Ed Ingram more than most people. I became a fan of him watching like Senior Bowl stuff or whatever. So hey, if he's there in the second, party.
Oof. So Ivan, he's talking about what we were talking about earlier. Watch. How would you feel if Dallas drafted a running back in the second round? Good or bad idea? So now you're talking about the Breece Halls, right?
And the only problem with that is I would only want to make future calls like that if it's later on, right? Like we trying to win this year. And Breece Hall being in this 3 running back party with Zeke and they already don't know how to get Tony on the field. So I don't expect them to know how to get, you know what I'm saying? So I don't expect them to know how to get 3 people on the field. You know what I mean? So no, I'm not looking for Breece Hall. I'm trying to fill out my offensive line and my wide receiver needs first in whatever order that comes in. And then we can, deal with the rest after that. But I like the idea. If Breece Hall there in the 4th round, yeah, but he ain't gonna be there in the 4th round. Now, if like Kenneth Walker or something,
well, that's RB1, so
you know what I'm saying. Well, it just depends on where you got to run. I'm actually watching running backs this week, just to kind of end, my evaluation thing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like 5 rounds in on like offensive line. Like the last offensive lineman I watched was like Braxton Jones from like Southern Utah, but I haven't really watched running back at all yet. So my bad. Lingo Rasta says, if not Jordan Davis, then Travis Jones in the 3rd. Well, Travis Jones went in the 1st round in Schrager's mock. He'll probably go 2nd in real life. So, hey, just go ahead.
No, it's a question. Go ahead, finish yours. I got a question.
So just some, general thoughts on the draft. Like, if you got a favorite player, they're your favorite player for a reason. And they probably ain't going to be there very long. Go ahead.
Corey says, best linebacker prospect to pair with Parsons. I like that question.
To pair with Parsons. And I don't want to make this sound a certain way, but if Parsons is going to be your Mike and he's going to be, doing a lot of, banging inside or whatever, but if he goes to play down, then you would want somebody that can play Will and Mike. So when Micah goes to pass rush, you want your new guy to play Mike. When Mike is playing Mike, you want your new guy to be able to play Will. You want your new guy to be like you want him, his mental processing to be high. You want him to be able to see it. You may want him to even be a guy that can tell Michael where to go or to run over Micah if Micah don't get there fast enough. That sounds like N'Kobe Dean.
You know who else it sound like?
Who's that?
Chad Muma. Yes, it do.
Fine, I'll give you a Don DeMarco for Chad.
Converted safety.
I hit the wrong button. I hit. My bad.
Like my guy. You're gonna be mad when they take him. I'm being thrown a party.
If Chad Muma's in the third round where he belongs, then sure. But because he ain't Dean or nothing, he ain't the Kobe.
Nah, I'm not saying take him over Dean, goddamn. But
yeah,
hey, too. Yeah, let's roll.
Matt Owen, Voch, thoughts on Neil Farrell? I think he's a big guy like the other big guys. Now, if I got to rewatch him, I'll watch him. But I think he blends in with the other big nose guys in the draft. Like not enough to where he'll separate himself from everybody else, but he's just a fourth round guy. A day 3 guy, wherever you want to take your nose at.
Got a Vikings question.
Go ahead.
Plumbo says, "Hey yo, my Vikings going to surprise y'all. Really hoping Stingley falls to 12. Who would you be looking at for Vikings at 12, man?"
Stingley. You said it. You know what I mean?
Sauce.
And the Vikings are. I would say that the Vikings are one of the first teams that. So how I've been explaining it, in case anybody's new, right? It's like the first 8 or like 10, 11 guys or whatever. Then there's like the part of the draft where the best players are like falling, right? So you got your guys with questions going early, whether it be the offensive line, you have questions about the edge guys that you have questions about. Stingley would be a cornerback guy that you have questions about. But once you get to pick 12 to the mid 30s somewhere, where I can take Devontae Wyatt if I want. I can take any one of these cornerbacks that I want. You can take N'Kobe Dean there. Like we've been talking about Dean in the 20s. But if you take Dean at 12, hey, you took N'Kobe Dean at 12.
I feel what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we're talking about draft process in the context of what they've been giving us. N'Kobe Dean and Linderbaum should be going in the 12 somewhere. It's just that we just been seeing them dropping. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so if you go ahead.
Remember we were talking about the other day, like that little area you were speaking of. I don't think there's just this crazy gap. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, just like you saw, we said earlier, like Devontae Wyatt went 30th to the Packers in that mock. He go 13 in others. I think all those players are like relatively the same caliber of dude, and they can go anywhere. Hey, everybody listening right now, this was fun. Work hard for y'all. Another good show. I just want to constantly reiterate, we're live on both channels, and that's okay, but we're only going to be live on the Voch Lombardi channel for the rest of April. So by the time the draft is over, make sure your ass is seated in a seat that has the volume logo on it. You know what I mean? Because that's where we're going to be doing live streams at 3 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday, until I tell y'all otherwise. Regular season training camp, shit like that. But till I tell y'all otherwise, it'll be 3 p.m. Central on the volume page, and that's where I would rather y'all be. But I know that there's going to be some people that's watching on the Voch Lombardi page simply because that's where home is. But we're going to slowly get y'all used to us having 2 homes. There's going to be content on the Voch page. There's going to be content on the volume page, so just be sure that y'all tune in for both of those. Follow me on Twitter and all other social media platforms, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI, and follow me on twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. We're streaming Elden Ring and other little fun games over there, and just general non-football talk. So if you want the full non-football Voch, just go twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. We'll get it done. Will Still, what you got, sir?
Dude, follow me on Twitter at Skywalker Still every day, Monday through Friday, 8:15ish. I'm on YouTube, A to Z Sports Dallas, covering your Cowboys, man. Hit me up.
Sounds good. Sounds good. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. And if you're thinking Cap was on and you was listening, we'll see y'all tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central right here on The Volume. Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, and Peasky Whiskey. Until next time, man. Volume.
Beats Planet.